Today we will be taking a look at the transaction reporting interface inside of CardPointe. To get started, get logged into CardPointe and click on the Reporting tab at the top of the screen. This will take us to the transaction reporting interface, which will give us a list of transactions that we can filter using the drop-downs at the top of the screen. Before we start, let's click on the Show Filters button so we can see what filters are currently active. The Date drop-down will allow us to filter by a range of dates, such as last 90 days or yesterday, or we can even go into the calendar and choose specific dates by clicking on the Specific Dates button. We're just going to use a floating date and expand it out to the last 90 days. The Location dropdown will let you filter by business location. Amount allows you to filter the amount column by the numbers that you set in the minimum and maximum fields. The Method will show us the transaction method that was used on each transaction. So if we choose Sale, it's only going to show us sale transactions. The Status column is going to show us the status of the transaction as it moves through the system. So if we only want to see authorized transactions, we can click on Authorized. If we only want to see transactions that have been fully processed, we can click on Processed. Brand is self-explanatory. This just lets you filter by card brand. Front end is how the transaction was entered into CardPointe and where it came from. So it can be something like a Bolt terminal, a Clover system, or the virtual terminal. The entry method is how the card data made it into the front end. So was it used with a digital wallet such as Google Pay or Apple Pay, or was it entered over the phone or even with a chip card? Next, we'll take a look at the columns here. You can add or remove columns from this grid whenever you like. And as you can see, there are a ton of fields to choose from. You can add your own custom fields, and we'll cover that in a later video, but those custom fields will also show up in this list. For example, we have added a custom order number field, and I'll add that to the grid. And if you notice, I took away the location. You can use your mouse to expand and narrow the fields that show up on here, and all of these fields can be sorted in an ascending or descending manner. Personally, I like to sort by date. And let's set the location. Let's set a minimum and a maximum amount, 1 to 30. I want to only see sale methods with a status of processed. So this has narrowed down our transactions quite a bit, and I might need this data later. So let's go ahead and go up to the top. Next to the Hide Filters button or Show Filters button, you'll see the Unsaved Report dropdown. If we click here, we can click Save, and we'll just call this Test Report. Now, when you create a custom report, you can set it so that it's private, so only you have access to it, or you can make it public so that anybody with access to the CardPointe system can use that same preset that you have made. We'll click on Save there. To load your report, you can come here and click on the Saved Reports dropdown and select which entry you would like to use. So we'll use Test Reports, and that will automatically load up the defaults that we have set. Another thing that we can do is we can use the search bar, and we can choose which columns to act on. And remember that having all of these selected is the same as having none of them selected.
If this video was helpful to you, please give us a thumbs up. Click the subscribe button and notification bell to ensure you stay updated when we add new tutorials. And for more tutorials, to schedule a custom demo, or to reach out to us, please use the links on screen or in the description below. I'm Mark with VelocIT. Thanks for watching.